Welcome to how to put together a winning skills section on your resume. While resumes aren't necessarily difficult to put together, it is challenging to do a really good one. And it is important that you grab the attention of the reader quickly because recruiters and hiring managers only spend about 8 seconds per resume. Yes, you heard it, 8 seconds. That's not very long. So what do? So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the first third of the resume and what that should include. By making sure you have the highlights in the first third of your resume, this is how you grab attention, especially if it's the right information. The profile overview is the first section, as mentioned in my previous video, that must be on all resumes. The next important section is the skills and abilities section, which we're going to talk about today. By the end of this video, you'll know what to include in this very important section and why. I'll also provide you with some examples to really help you fill this section out of your resume and really make it pop. Hello and welcome to the Career Rescue Coach YouTube channel. My name is Dawn Casey. With over 20 years of leading human resource departments, I help people now with their career challenges, changes, and of course questions. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and push that bell. Let's get started. The skills and abilities section is the next section that is very important on a resume. We're going to take a closer look at this. First and foremost, this section should have a list of knowledge, skills, and abilities, and most of all, technical skills. Technical skills is often left off, and it's a huge mistake today. We'll talk more about this a little later. So, our very first category is knowledge. Let's talk about knowledge. Knowledge is learned knowledge that has been gained through experience or education. So here are some examples of what that looks like. Knowledge of marketing principles and methodologies. Knowledge of safety rules and regulations for facility and equipment. Knowledge of news magazine writing and editing. So you see it's an acquired knowledge through experience or education. All right, our next section is a skill. This is an expertise, something that is a practiced and repeatable thing. Skilled in policy and procedure writing. Skilled in presentation, facilitation, and public speaking. Skilled in facility, maintenance, coordination, and repair. Now we have our abilities. An ability is an aptitude, a tendency, or a capability. Ability to negotiate challenges, remove barriers, and work through issues. Ability to think creatively and incorporate concepts into design or products. Ability to make decisions on work orders, consider costs, adjust inputs, and correct errors. And then we have, last but not least, our technical skills. Skills in technology, programs, or applications should be at the top of your resume as well. Microsoft Office, intermediate level. HTML language, intermediate level. Salesforce, beginning level. A good way to display your knowledge, skills, and abilities and technical skills is in a table similar to this. You've got your knowledge and skills in one column, then you've got your abilities, and then you've got your technical skills. Here's an example of one that's already filled out for a marketing professional. Now, granted, this is just a few that you could fill in, and certainly a person working in this field would much likely have a lot more than just this, but this is just to give you an example. So let's talk about why we should do this now. So, recruiters search by skill set on places such as LinkedIn and Indeed. So yes, they don't search by job title, they don't search by anything else, they actually search by skill set. So if they typically put in about 5-8 skills, and then they'll start searching on that criteria. And if your profile and or your resume have those in it, guess what? They will find you and they will actually look at your resume. And then, of course, recruitment software that's used by larger organizations search by keywords. Guess what those keywords are? Yes, they're your skill sets. So you definitely want to have those skill sets visible. And then last but not least, remember how I said earlier in the video that you have about 8 seconds to make an impression? Well, guess what? You just have, because in your profile overview, you've given the person a snapshot of who you are, your background, your experience, and then you got a complete list of your skills that they are probably looking for. So bam, you got their attention. Additional tips. Okay, on your technical skills, This should be listed at the top of your resume. Remember how I said earlier this is a huge mistake? It is, because if your technical skills aren't listed along with the rest of your skills, in this world today where we're dealing with technology every single day, you are missing out. People are probably brushing over your resume, not thinking you even have those skills. So very important that you put it with the rest of your skills. And you'll also be putting a section on your resume that's listing your hardware and software experience, more or less all the applications that you've worked on. So that's how this section is a little bit different. In your technical skills, you're going to be very detailed about your level and what you've worked on, versus the other section is going to be more about the applications and just listing those out. Okay, last but not least, a lot of people don't know this. This section is interchangeable. And what I mean by that is you're going to keep your core set of knowledge, skills, and abilities at the top of your table, and you're going to leave about maybe 5 or 6 blanks open. So for each job that you're applying for, you're going to fill in from the job ad the skills, knowledge, and abilities that they list in their ad into your template. I know that sounds crazy, but here's the deal. You do have to possess those knowledge, skills, and abilities, but they may just say it a different way. But again, it's that keyword search. If recruiters are looking over your resume, you're going to catch their attention if the words directly from their ad are in your skills, knowledge, and ability section. Okay, hopefully you found that very helpful. After looking more closely at this section, you can now build a fantastic skills and ability section. Hopefully the examples will be very helpful to you. And now, most importantly, you know why this section is so important. Okay, so subscribe to this channel and be sure to push the bell to get alerted for new videos. And be sure to check out the Career Rescue Coach Facebook page, as well as the group page for great discussions. And be sure to make comments below and ask any questions that you may have. Thank you so much. My name is Dawn Casey as a Career Rescue Coach. And remember, change your job, change your life. Thank you so much for being here.